Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Kiwi Bushcraft and Survival. I'm Glenn Vickery, and today I thought I'd just do a real quick video on a little modification that I was doing to my knife sheath with the ferro rod, adding a ferro rod to the knife sheath. Now my knife sheath is just it's not a leather one, it's not a Kydex one, it's just a material. Not quite sure what the material is, but so anyway, we're going to attach one of these with the help of a pen, okay, of all things. So a little bit of Kiwi ingenuity. Anyway, I've already done one on my sheath. In fact, I'll point the camera in that direction and show you what I've done there. Let's see if we can go over to here. Alright, so here's one here. I've already attached to the side of the pouch here, okay. And what it is basically is a bit of the pen is on the inside of this rubber. Okay. There's a rubber along here, with my fingers moving. Okay, and I've got a bit of pen there, so I'll show you what I'm doing. I just thought I'd make another one, and I may have one on each side. So let's have a look at what we're doing. So first thing is, what you want to do is just get a pen, an old pen. This one was broken, had a broken lid, had no lid on it, so it still works if we were to push the pen in, and now it still works, but pens are a dime a dozen. So what we want to do here is to pull the pen apart, and when you're checking the pen out, you can just put the pen, you know, keep it in order, so that if it doesn't work, you can just put it back together. If it's not the right size for your particular ferro rod, okay, you can just put the pen back together. So to test it out, you just plonk it into here, plonk it into the actual pen itself, and just see how much movement is in the pen. See if it's moving in and out freely, and if there's much movement. So I've already tested this one here out, okay, and it's got a little bit of movement, but not enough to where it'll be making lots of noise, okay. So the next thing what we want to do is this one here also has what I quite like about the other one that I've got on my sheath at the moment, has a little bit of rubber on it, okay. I don't know what you'd call it, just a rubber cover, alright, that goes over the top. So I'm going to keep that part, alright, but for now that can come off. Let's just have a look here. So next part here, what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to cut it off where my finger is here, okay. Probably just cut it off about there. That should be suffice amount of length. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get our trusty multi-tool here. This is a stainless steel Sheffield one, just a budget one, okay. Anyway, let's bring this down a bit so you can see what I'm going to do. All I'm going to do is cut it off, okay. Better put that other part in so I don't cut myself, eh. Alright, so it's got a saw on it. I quite like this multi-tool. It's done fine for me since I've had it. And all we want to do is just cut this off. Let's take our time. We don't want to shatter it when we're doing this. I mean, you could put it on in a vise or something to make it a bit easier to cut if you wished. Right, here we go. That's flying. Okay, so there we go. Cut that piece off. Okay. And now what we want to do is we just want to take off the burrs off that. So I've got me Buck Edge Tech Ultra sharpening rod here, diamond sharpening rod, and we're going to use the 320 grit to clean this up. Now you could just get a file out of the garage or something like that. This sharpening rod here that I've got, I only just bought this last week, and $70, $69.95 or something like that. It's been brilliant. Okay, so all we want to do here is just get the getting the burrs off, and the 320 grit will do that quite nicely for us. If this happened out in the bush, for some reason I needed another one of these or something like that, that's where this 320 grit comes in. Alright, comes into handy. Or comes in handy, should I say. Okay. Okay, now that we've got that done, okay, here we go. It's looking pretty good already. We're just going to go around the edges a bit to just take off any sharp bits there. It's coming up nicely. Take it down to the 750 just to smoothen it out a bit. Not that we need to, but it's just pride in your gear, having the confidence that it's, I don't know, it's all nice. Right, that's nice. Okay, then what we'll do is we'll just pull the, we can put that saw away now. We'll just grab out the knife, and what we want to do here is just inside it, you can see just inside there's a few little burrs just on the inside. So we're going to get the knife and just roll the knife around in there just to get those burrs out, just to sort of cut those burrs out. From the inside, and that'll just help the multi-tool to slide in and out a bit easier. It's not a major. Okay, and so that there is what she's gonna look like. That's what's gonna hold this in place. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, we're going to move over to the sheath, and we're going to put this in. Alright, so let's go head over there. Alrighty, where are we? Come down to there. Get around so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in now. I'll just move this over. So what we want to do is get the piece of pen that we've just created, okay, and what we have here, I'll try and get my finger under here, is a bit of rubber tubing from a bicycle tyre, okay. You can use car tyre, bicycle tyre, whatever kind of tyre you want to use, okay. Some people call them Ranger bands, okay, Ranger bands, alright, because you can burn these as a fuel source. And then I have another one just underneath it, okay, just to help add a little bit more sort of grippiness, alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this piece and we're going to slide it under the Ranger band, okay, alright, in between the two bands. And I want the good piece at the top, the piece that I didn't file. Like that. Okay, so that's in there now, just in here. Alright. Let's get this out of the way. It's in here. And then we get our ferro rod. And now we can just slip it in, like so. Alright. And if we want to, on this particular ferro rod, you can have bungee cord on here, a little bit of elastic cord. This other one that I've got on this side, this ferro rod here, has got a elastic cord. You can see here, you can see it moving like that. That's better, okay. But I ran out of elastic cord, so I've just used a bit of black cordage here and just done a couple of fisherman's knots to hold it in place, and that way I can adjust the cordage to suit. So I'm going to slide that in there now. Alright, you can just see how it slides in nicely. Slip that over the end of the ferro rod, steel, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a little bit more slack up for this. Okay, and that's all good just there, just like so. Okay, so now when you take your knife out, okay, it's not going to get in the, they're not going to get in the way. And of course, where are we? We get our Buck Ultra, and we can chuck that into there. And you're nice, good to go. Okay, a couple of ferro rods. These here, you could spray paint them if you wanted to. I don't know if I will. If somebody's close enough to see these here on you, alright, in a tactical situation, if someone's close enough to see those on you, they probably shouldn't be that close, okay. But there's no harm in spray painting those if you wanted to. At this stage I'll leave them there. They're very important, the ferro rods, because this is your fire, a way of starting your fire. So keeping the colour on them, you know, not so big. And of course these are hidden away in between your pouches anyway. Okay, when they're on your body, they're like that, you know. No one's really going to see them. Okay, but when you need to use them to start a fire, if you drop it, you don't want to be losing them. These are very important pieces of equipment. So I've chucked 2 on there. So for those people that have these this type of material sheath, you can still attach ferro rods to your pouch. Okay, I've never seen anyone doing it like this. I've seen a couple of other guys in New Zealand, which is where I come from. They were just using the black rubber tubing, or ranger bands as you call them. Just wrap it around, you know, just put the ranger band at the bottom here and just pull it up over the sheath. But I found, when I seen how they did it, I thought that was quite clever. And then, but I wanted it, rather than trying to force it in, and it was a real annoying just to get them in and then out. Out's no problem, but getting them back in each time was annoying. So I wanted something where, so this is where they'd go in easily. So this is the one with the bungee cord. Oh, I just pulled it out. You can see how easy it comes out. Okay, so this is the one with the bungee cord on it. I'll slip that in. Like that. Okay, that's the one with the bungee. Alright, and it just goes in quite easy and out. Alright, and then of course you can just use your bungee to go around. Okay, if that's okay, you can just go around once, or if you want to go around a couple of times, that's fine. It's just gonna hold in there. That's not coming out at all. Alright, so just a real quick video on ferro rod mod to my my knife sheath. This is the SOG knife sheath, SOG Force tactical, okay, survival tactical knife. Okay, anyway, thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed. If you like, press the like button, share, subscribe. All my videos, there's no copyright on them. It's all about sharing and sharing the knowledge, okay, sharing the ideas. Hei kōnei rā, bye bye.